And an intentional foul right there.
MP, fourth personal foul.
And sometimes you can see club games more focused on individual play over a team win. That hasn't been the case tonight as we go into overtime.
And sure, the players are trying to impress the scouts, but they are 100% focused on winning.
Here's Luan. And yep, it's good.
Using that 6'7" frame, look out! Luan went right at him.
The Wolfpack trail. Wells outside to take the lead. Drops it in from long range.
You can see the defense is flustered. They just can't seem to shut him down.
To the right side. Back to Dillard. Passes to MP. And it's Patrick Wells with the rebound. Add another field goal to his total, shooting 50%, 7 for 14.
Wells somehow came away with a bucket with the defense right in his face.
Now Fisher, James covering. Here's MP. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Here's Wells. Overtime basketball, about 1.5 minutes played. Takes the three. They get it again. The Dynasty trail. Now here's MP. On the wing, Eric Dillard. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Important bucket from Dillard.
Overtime in full swing here, 2 minutes off the clock. Wells outside. It's hauled in by Eric Fisher. Here's Luan. And it's the Wolfpack with the rebound.
He makes a courageous attempt to get inside, but the defense forms a wall and he can't get past.
Stauffer. Great D that time from Eric Fisher. This could be the turning point.
Critical possession here.
It's in!
Ice in his veins in the biggest moment of the game. What a play by Dynasty's Michael Luan.
Now a timeout called by the Wolfpack. And the Wolfpack have possession, trailing by 4.
There's the confidence of Wells. Some call it arrogance, but whatever it is, he got the job done.
And now they've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds in time.
And sometimes the intensity of a close game can lead to a bonehead play like that one, guys.
It's come down to this, a very important possession.
No room for error.
Now a timeout called by the Wolfpack.
It all comes down to this. Enough time still on the clock that they should be able to find a good look.
There's always this debate of whether to take a 2 to tie or 3 to win. If it were up to me, I'd pound it down low, get a high-quality shot in tight.
Now Wells. He's guarded closely. Drew Robinson for 3. Kept alive by the Wolfpack. Outside Stauffer. Pass over to Robinson. Misses the 3. That will do it. Put it in the books. The Dynasty continued their amazing start to the season and now stand at 12-0. Great win for them here.
A real gem. You can see why the Dynasty have been the
Here we go.
And off the tip, it's the Wolfpack.
And how excited are you for this one? This is about as intense a game gets at the club level. These teams genuinely dislike each other.
Pass over to Robinson. Uncovered. It's hauled in by the Dynasty. It's Dillard outside. To the middle. Fades away. And it's rebounded by Zach Timmerman. And Drake, you talk about the rivalry between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. They've both had their moments.
They certainly have, and I would expect a very physical game here tonight. That's the bare minimum when these teams play.
On the wing, Michael Wan. And camped in the lane there and gets the 3-second call.
Wolfpack ball.
Timeout called by the Dynasty.
Gonna try to draw something up to get their offense back in gear.
And they need it. They've hit a rough patch.
Well, you think about what sets MP apart on this Dynasty team. His athleticism you rarely see at the club level.
He's been stunning, Joe. When he's driven, he's physically capable of explosive feats. Speaking of, I'm setting my phone up right here because I think we've got a great angle for some viral content.
Out to the right wing. Here's MP. No good off the back of the rim.
Man, that's a tough shot, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, there were more effective options on the court he could have turned to there.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Dave Zadirko.
Now Wells. Pick. Three. The Dynasty leading. Fisher outside. Down low. And that one's good from MP. And with a showcase game like this and tonight's rosters, you can expect a lot of college scouts in the stands.
The importance of this game, setting the narrative of each player's potential. Opinions are forming about these players, and each minute could be another pro or con in each scout's report.
Throughout this period, he's really had a hard time scoring.
And sometimes you're not feeling it, but it could be an opportunity to maybe create something for someone else.
Now here's MP. And the Dynasty tack on two more.
MP with a quick strike when he found that opening. He's just got a silky smooth jumper from mid-range.
They really need a bucket right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's been a while since they've scored last.
Here's Johnson. Pass to James. Carter. 6 to shoot. Over to the left wing. To the inside. Fresh. And that one's drained from the low block.
And threw that pass right on time. Great look and a solid finish. Dynasty coach Duncan Carter has worked to impart a sense of focus in this ongoing rivalry. The rivalry of these teams is well documented, and he wants his club to continue their winning ways.
Yeah, Danny, he knows that the way the games have swung between these two sides is a dynamic rivalry. He would like the Dynasty to play at a heightened intensity for this one.
At the line for the Wolfpack, Alex Cordova, taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And the Wolfpack making a change here. Good on the second free throw.
The size on the bench for both teams is formidable.
Oh, yeah, Danny, this team is stacked. I was looking up to some of the players walking in as we set up tonight. Woo, they're tall. I know one thing, though. I wouldn't take too many shots inside with either second unit tonight.
Now here's Cordova. Outside, it's Johnson. Pass to Fresh. The rebound by Dave Zadirko. Well, halftime not too far away, and MP and Wells have both had their moments.
And the talent gap between these two doesn't look that big, if there's even a gap at all.
And Dave Zadirko throws it down.
And the center, Zadirko, is a threat inside. You can't allow him to get this deep.
Now here's Carter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in this game from him. Takes the 13-footer. Not enough on that one as he misses it. MP high post. Johnson on him. And the Dynasty tack on 2 more.
When I talked to Wolfpack shooting guard Deshaun Carter pregame, he had a tablet with some personal scouting notes, animated plays, and video highlights.
Yeah, Danny, I was looking at his tablet, and he even had a My NBA franchise with creative players to represent each team. That level of dedicated planning makes him a database of information on these teams.
And they're on the break. Now Junior, right side. Cobb to the paint. Here's MP. It's good for his 4th bucket of the game. He's shooting 4 for 8.
And it hasn't just been one facet that helps them build the lead. They've been terrific all around.
It has been a complete performance, and the effort level's been fantastic too.
Now here's Fresh. Andrew, good.
He got hung up on a great screen and gave the shooter some wiggle room.
Yeah, for sure. If he sees any daylight at all, he's pulling the trigger.
MP, he's covered by Johnson. They get the board. The shot by Zadirko, no good.
Well, the big name in the showcase has to be MP. He's a 5-star recruit and has a clear path to the NBA with his skill set and athleticism.
And scouts want to see him take over the game. They want to see him be athletic. They want to see his instinct and moves on the floor, because sometimes he can defer it a bit too much.
Junior outside. Pass to Cobb. Powell. Here's MP. Johnson with the rebound.
He'll be the first to tell you that's a shot he should convert. The D was not tight on it.
Here's Carter. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Yeah, and they'll take that shot anytime they can get it.
MP inside. He's covered by Johnson. Here's Zadirko. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Zadirko is an absolute dog inside. He wants that fight close to the hoop.
6 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the middle. Andrews. And there's another one for the Wolfpack.
That's a good pass. Right where he needed it to execute and finish.
MP right side. Looking to end his cold spell. Knocks it again, the Dynasty.
Catch and shoot, it's a perfect situation for MP. He puts in so many reps that his muscle memory is exceptional for this level of basketball.
And we finished 1 half of play. Dynasty out front. They lead by 12. And we step aside now for a short break. Stay with us. The teams have had their break. The Wolfpack and Dynasty getting ready to kick things off here in the second half of play. And here it's the Dynasty. The biggest lead of the game was 15. And in club play this season, the Wolfpack enter tonight at 7-4, while the Dynasty are a perfect 11-0.
And I'd say we could throw out the record books, Joe. Whoosh! I threw mine right across the table. Sorry, Drake. Because of the history of these regional rivals is so complex. Both teams thrive on denying the other the chance to win in big games like this one.
Wells outside. Beyond the arc. hits the three-pointer.
An elite three-level shooter. Wells is someone you have to worry about beyond the arc.
MP outside. Hopkins. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And for Eric Dillard, he's a standout at the high school level in the area, but most scouts have him as a middling recruit.
He can just disappear from games too often, though. Great shot, but too many easy mistakes that he has yet to fix. Pass over to Robinson. Andrew Robinson with the slam.
An offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback.
And as they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to get the boards from here on out?
It wouldn't be a bad idea. They could use all the second chance points they can get.
Here's MP. And it's Patrick Wells with the rebound. Stoffer up top. With just 5 to shoot. Here's Wells. The rebound by Dillard. And for Zach Timmerman of the Wolfpack, he moved here from Iowa not too long ago.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of him, and I know the Wolfpack would have liked to see more of him. Unfortunately, he's been plagued by back problems, which can't be fun. You wonder how long he'll be able to keep playing for.
Fisher with it, working on James. Out to Dillard. Here's the three, and the Dynasty another three.
Dillard's at his best from the perimeter. His ability to shoot from deep has been huge for this team.
And we have an intentional foul there. Wish I could say why.
Yeah, that was a strange play. I'm not sure what came over him. Just an odd time to foul.
And the Wolfpack have possession, trailing by 13. That one drops for him.
We've seen it from him over and over, but it never tires watching MP just ball out. And we're here in the gym of the Plainview Panthers. It's a familiar floor to some players in our game today because they go to high school here.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Having home court advantage is everything in a contentious game like this. A little extra bit of comfort might make a difference. You can't count anything out in such a heated affair.
Dillard, first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Wolfpack.
And he knocks down the first one.
And for the lack of size that Wells has, he makes up for it with his shooting ability. He's a floor spacer who allows this offense to run much more smoothly.
He's perfect so far from the line. Timeout called by the Dynasty.
Substitution for the Wolfpack.
They built on a very nice lead.
And no signs of slowing down either, as far as I could tell.
Back to Dillard. Good, and the assist goes to Eric Fisher.
Working off the feed. Dillard's a very solid shooter.
Now it's Carter outside. Inside. Here's James. The Dynasty grab the miss. MP outside. Takes the 13-footer. Try to bank it in, but it misses. The Wolfpack with the ball. It's a 16-point game. Down low. James no good. Here's Dillard. 12 points for him. Fisher outside. MP up top. Tries it from 19. And the jumper's good. And here's Stoffer. Quiet offensively so far, searching for his first points of the game. To the inside. Here's Robinson. Count it, that bucket is good.
Stoffer loves to play chess, and right there, he made the right move to capitalize on a defensive lapse. Check.
Inside. Here's MP. Off on the layup. And the Wolfpack with possession. They trail by 16. Down low. Robinson. Andrew Robinson with the slam.
Carter has such a high basketball IQ. He's always looking for his next move and trying to find the open shooter.
MP right side. From 13. Again, MP missing. And on the bench for the Wolfpack, Coach Barry Bay. He's been with the program several years now and is trying to continue the success they've had this past decade.
Yeah, and standing directly in his path once again is the Dynasty. But with new leadership on the court from Patrick Wells, Coach is hopeful that the tide is about to turn for the Pack. Defensively, I'd like to see a little more pressure on the shot. Good look from mid-range.
Passes to MP. Now here's Junior. MP up top. Junior left side. Fisher. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dillard from past the arc. Here from three-point range.
Their offense has been all about the long-range game.
Oh, obviously. You love the points and you love how they stretch the defenders.
Now a timeout called by the Wolfpack. One guy who's been getting it done is Eric Dillard.
Man, he's just torching them from distance. They haven't been able to put any clamps down so far.
And the Wolfpack making a change here.
Kyle Madison. Jonathan Lack.
Outside Levesque. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Illegal screens are some of the hardest calls officials have to make.
Yeah, it's often so close, and you could really rule it either way.
Substitution for the Wolfpack.
And it's the Dynasty with the ball. They've led by as many as 18 points.
Well, all game long, we've seen the passion that these teams have played with. No let up, no quit from anyone on the roster.
Yeah, passion is definitely one way to say it. Nothing that we can repeat on air, but it certainly seems beyond a little friendly ribbon.
Just 5 on the clock. Davidson. He's covered by Johnson. And that one's good.
Finding open shots is so rewarding. Everybody feels a boost after this setup by MP.
The Wolfpack with the ball. A 17-point game. Fresh, the screen. Deshaun Carter from the outside. Davidson pulls it in. And some fantastic passing for them in this one.
The ball is flying around. They look like a disciplined, well-coached team out there.
And here's Lack for 3. And Joey Johnson pulls it down. Now here's Erickson. Defended by Lack. MP outside. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J.
Well, Danny, it's pretty obvious what they discussed at halftime.
Everything offensively has been perimeter oriented.
Time called as the Wolfpack decided to talk things over. So both teams making some changes here.
Eric Fisher. Michael Luan. Brett Hawkins. Eric Dillard. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
You look at this Wolfpack roster, a lot of players who will play college ball, but Patrick Wells could be the barometer.
And they are ecstatic to have him with the team. Add some much-needed shooting. They're hoping he can change the fate of their season.
If you give Stauffer the mid-range shot, he'll try his luck each and every time.
Dish to Fisher. To the paint. Here's MP. Rebounded by the Wolfpack. And he commits the intentional foul.
Not sure what that was about. Talk about a brain cramp.
That was completely out of left field. He lost all sense of time in the situation.
Wells outside. Misses the 3. This has been a very one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
MP right side. Shot from the wing. That shot, no good. And the leader of this Wolfpack team, without a doubt, is Patrick Wells, a 3-star recruit who has a chance to play at the next level.
And he's not the biggest or most athletic player on the floor, but when he warms up, I mean, look out. The kid can straight up shoot the ball. If he can bulk up and add some strength, he could be a factor in college.
And the coaches can't be happy with that ugly possession.
I agree. Probably not the shot that they wanted.
Pass to James. Over Dillard. James no good. And here it's the Dynasty. 16-point lead. And here's MP. Again, MP missing. Stauffer with the ball. Hopkins picks him up. Patrick Wells on the wing. Pass over to Robinson. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Now here's Dillard. He's covered closely. MP looking to get going. Luan, it's good on the putback.
Smart play on the glass by Luan, winning his team an extra possession and making the most of it.
Wells with it. And here's Robinson. Back to Wells. Puts up a three. The rebound by Luan. Pass over to Dillard. Now 9 seconds separate the shot and game clock. From the line, and the Dynasty tack on 2 more.
And this little run pretty much puts the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, these last few scores have helped shut the door. Great job to close out the game.
Robinson sets the screen. Pass to Timmerman. To the middle. Here's Robinson.
2 points, Drew Robinson.
That will do it. Put it in the books. The Dynasty continue their amazing start to the season and now stand at 12-0. Great win for them here.
A real gem. You can see why the Dynasty have been the team to beat. Great execution for them when it mattered most.
Well, you know the Wolfpack would give everything they had. You could feel the intense tone of this rivalry match early on.
Yeah, we've seen this before. Ultimately, talent just wins out. The Dynasty has a great group of players to build on, and they might have been tested here a bit, but they proved to be the better team.
And for Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy. Thank you for tuning in.